This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, sure. We'll see that, Raghavendra. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about the Ansible interview questions. Okay, let's see how many questions we are going to be answer for this. Okay, now what is Ansible? Basically, the Ansible is a configuration management tool and deployment tool, and we are going to write a infrastructure as a code to manage our whole infrastructure using the Ansible playbooks, right? And next question: what is the difference between Ansible and Chef? Basically, the Ansible is the both are configuration management tools. Ansible is completely work. There is no agent in this to install all the nodes. And Chef, you must be install the Chef client in the all the nodes. Okay. Now Ansible is a push-based mechanism, and Chef is the pull-based mechanism. Okay, and Ansible is written in the Python. Chef is written in the Ruby. Okay. Now we are writing the playbooks in the ML programming, and here we are writing cookbooks were written in the Ruby. And this Ansible is the learning curve is very less, and Chef you should have some more programming knowledge you should have. Okay, that is for Chef and Ansible difference. Okay, the main thing. And there is a one more scenario based question they will ask here like this. I want to create a users in my mission, which is the most faster tool, that is Ansible or Chef or Puppet. Which one you can choose that? Now, if you say that Ansible for your answer, now they will ask the question, why the Ansible only? Okay, because of Ansible is a interpreter language, even it will work on the push-based mechanism until unless you shouldn't ask to the server if anything came for me or not. Okay, by default it will send to you when the comes in something you want to run in the particular node. Okay, it will only run into the your nodes itself. No, your nodes are won't ask into the server. Okay, that's why. Okay, and even you return the Python also. Even and it will be the whose support team is also there. Okay, there is a number of modules we have. Okay, compared to other configuration management tool, it has a more usage and secure also. Okay, by default, it's having the Open SSH. It's a chef who don't have the Open SSH. We must be install the SSH in this. Okay, what is loop in Ansible? We are going to use the item and with item in the Ansible to get the, if you want to install the multiple packages in the same machine. Okay, now there instead of writing the number of tasks, we keep it in the loop, and that loop we are going to be run using the item and with item keywords. Okay, that is for Ansible loops. And how to read the variables in playbooks? Just we have seen yesterday, right? Now we discussed and double places and space, and then this is a key name. For example, username. We are going to be read like this variable name we are mentioning the where folder where main.ml file or else default main.ml file somewhere. Now it will give like it will whatever the username is having my variable, that variable name will be read it here. Okay. Now how to expose the passwords in playbooks? Okay, now we won't write it. Where what we'll do, we are using the vault. Okay, vault, we are writing the one main.ml file, and we can secure that using the vault, Ansible vault. Then no one can't see that, read that content when the that particular paper. Who are knows that key name, then only they can read and they can configure in the playbook itself, but they couldn't see that what exactly username, what exactly password for that your server, whatever you are configuring. Okay, that is for this is okay password, how to can encrypt that. And they will ask that, okay, that vault, okay fine, if you know the other than any vault option, you can encrypt that data. Now we can use for the normal Python scripting, Python program using the Python hashing mechanism we are going to use, and we are going to be do that encryption of the that data. Okay, and they will ask that how to get the gather facts using the setup module. Like gather facts means it will get the all about our node information. Okay, using the setup module we're going to get in this. And what are the modules have used in your yeah, like experience? You can say that I have whatever we discussed, like as ping module and the social module, command module. We are using git module, template module, ec2 module. Okay, and lot of modules were used, right? That those modules were going to be tell them file module. Okay, all modules were going to be discussed this. Now how Ansible will works? Ansible will be like a push mechanism, and if any something you write the playbook and you can configure into the nodes, like as what are the IPs you want to run particular group, it will be run on the particular group. Okay, what is static inventory and dynamic inventory? What are the IP address we have? You can configure the inventory file, that is the static inventory. If you don't have IP address, and it will create the instance that you will get to the on the fly, that is we are calling as a dynamic inventory. We discussed yesterday, right? It's the same thing. Okay. Now, next question. In my playbook, number of tasks are there while running playbook. The second task is failure. Then my playbook will be execute other task or not. Now definitely it won't run, right? If anything will be done, it will be failure. It will be completely a failure from the remaining also. Now you feel like as you want to run that, then you can mention that option called as one option is the Ansible keyword, that is the ignore errors colon true. Then that will be skipping that task and remaining task will be executed. Okay, but if you feel like that is a mandatory task you want to execute before going to the next step, you must be stop over there itself. Okay, no need to, if you deploy, if you execute also, there is no output we won't get it, because of that is a mandatory steps to execute before the remaining task should be run. Okay, like as ignore errors colon true. Okay, ignore errors. I want to ignore my failure task and run another task. The same, like ignore errors equal to, we are going to use that ignore errors slide. Show that one more time. Let me remind one more time. Ansible variables, Ansible keywords are variables, we can say. Ansible keywords that register when condition, okay, tags. These are the keywords of the Ansible. Ansible variables are keywords. It is not the modules keywords. It is for this is like as become flags, become method, become user, check mode, collections, debugger, diff, environment, fact, okay, fact handlers, gather facts, gather submissers, okay, gather timeout. Like these are the handlers, host, ignore errors. This one, ignore errors. This ignore errors only. I need to ignore errors. Yes, not true. It was yes or no. Okay, the option is yes or no options. Value is then not true or false. It is yes or no. Ignore errors. Yes. If anything, this task will fail. Still, it will go for remaining task and it will be executed. That is one. Okay. Fine. Then next question: what is group wheres and the host wheres? Right. Now, what are the variables we mentioned in the inventory file? That is we are calling as a host wheres. Okay. Now group wheres means what are the variables were used in the playbook, that is we are calling as a group wheres. Okay, clear? That is what. And what are the playbooks have used written means you can say that git installation, nav installation, docker installation, mysql installation. Okay, and like as those whatever we are doing, like in the real time whatever we discussed, right, that we can say them. That's fine. Okay. Now write a sample playbook structure and remaining, like as write a like creating these instance kind of playbooks. We need to write them like as when start with host, then writing like this and mention the roles, add role, then go to that folder, create one role folder, then tasks, inside task main.yml file, then write all the tasks there using the ec2 module, then create like as key and then resi and then remaining stuff. Okay, VPC, identify, those kind of things. We can mention over there. Okay, these kind of questions, and they ask me maximum these questions will come from the Ansible. Other than that, not maximum won't come. Okay, they will ask that handler like as one question in a handler based, like how they will ask. For example, if this is a handlers. That is the main thing. And register variable and when condition. Okay, we discussed, right? Register variable why we are going to use to store the output of the previous command. Okay, and then when condition, for example, you want to like a state like a condition based task you want to execute, and that is we are going to be use that using the when condition. Clear? And we have the sleep, we have the wait. Okay, that is a lot of our keywords in the Ansible. We can use all those keywords also. Any questions, guys? Maximum question other than it, they won't ask much about this. This is a pakka. Okay, maximum question will comes to from like this itself. If you face any other questions than this, you can discuss that also. And what is roles? Okay, what is the roles? What is the playbook? What is the ad hoc command? Okay, what is ping model? If you ask the single, if I never face that, if you face that, you can able to answer that also, right? Okay, and what is the add a command? Just write the command and we are going to leave it about that. We don't write anywhere in the playbooks. Now playbooks is for mainly for usability. And what is the rows? That playbooks reusability, it will like as rows will be increased for readability of my playbook, and also it will be more usable for rather than the playbook, because of there is a one role for git installation that is can use for the n number of places. Okay, number of nodes. Remaining task you don't want, remaining roles. Just we can use for we can append that particular role, and that role we are going to be execute that. That's it. Clear? That is role based role introduction, and then mm, they will provide the commands if they ask what how to encrypt that using that, how to rechange that keys and okay, how to change the vault password using the rekey. Okay, and how to encrypt and decrypt using Ansible Vault, encrypt that file name, decrypt and that file name. Okay, like that we are going to use that. Other than that, Ansible, maximum these are the questions they are going to ask max. Okay, if we find out like as new any question other than this, okay, and they will ask maybe like as what is Ansible Tower. Okay, that Ansible Tower is a kind of one REST service they are providing. Okay, we can manage our old infrastructure also. No, no, no. This is for whatever I faced earlier. Anurag is different, I think. Okay, we'll discuss that also. Okay, we'll discuss. Okay, no. Well, Raghavendra, we'll see one day. Okay, that things. We'll see one day, Raghavendra. Okay.
ఓకే మాధవ్ గారు, అది ఓన్లీ ఒక 2 to 5 minutes మీకు వీలైనప్పుడు.
చూద్దాం whenever Monday we'll see. Okay, today little bit.
పర్లేదండి.
Okay, and for what purpose we are going to use Ansible in your project? For managing the infrastructure. That like as for if you want to install the Git software in the multiple servers. Now instead of going for each and individual manually for each and every server correcting and doing, now we are writing on playbook and we are managing through the playbooks. Okay, and that is for purpose. And how to troubleshoot the Ansible? Writing that like as using the debugging mode. How we are going to use the debugging mode? Okay, now each and every task we are writing using even debug module also we have debug module to print for SOP statement kind of thing. Okay, we can use the debug module, or else what we do, we can run the in the debug mode also application using the hyphen VVV 3 V's while running the playbook. And the end we mentioned here, it's showing that what exactly going on the playbooks level. Okay, 3 V's. Okay, and even they will ask that custom inventory file. We can call the custom inventory file using the hyphen I option. Hyphen I, the custom inventory file name. For example, host is the default inventory file, right? For example, Madhu is the one more inventory file. It can call that inventory file here. Okay, it's not recommended to only use the host file only for inventory. You can use for any normal text plain files. Okay, and when you ping the nodes, it says unreachable. And how to troubleshoot them? Simple. There is it will throw that error like as public key error, or also like as sh key public key is needed. Okay, and the for that it will show the error. Based on the error we will get to like as you don't have the key in that server, that's why it's showing the like as that sh is not communicated properly. Then we should create the key and copy this key into the those nodes in the authorized folder, or else just use the ssh and copy id at the rate of that username at the rate of IP address of that nodes. Then this master like as Ansible server copy will copy that key will copy into the that nodes. Okay, that's how we troubleshoot that. And what is playbook? For writing the number of tasks in the one place, we are writing the playbook. Okay, what all the playbooks are we using the project, like what we discussed already. Okay, write a playbook for creating 100 users, like simple that using the loop and creating the like normal individual names, and we are going to be use that 100 users. No, don't write the 100 task for that. Okay, clear? Clear, Chandrasekhar? All these questions also. Let me copy these questions to here also. Okay, now copy. Like this is for what is Ansible and this which purpose is this, both are same. Okay, now 18th question is like how to troubleshoot Ansible, like normal way using for debug module, or else using the hyphen VB. And when you ping the nodes, it will show that public key error or something. Based on that, we'll take action. And what is playbook? To writing the multiple tasks in the one place for reusability purpose. What is the playbooks are using project, like as Git installation, Maven, MySQL upgradation, like as ELK installation, Java installation, Docker installation, blah 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 blah. Whatever you say, that is correct also. Okay, write a playbook for creating 100 users. Now simple, you creating the users based on that like as loop based or anything. Mention the all with items for that usernames, 100 usernames, then create that like as with items, put the 100 names in the with items and using the item. Okay, then give that user and permission also can give that, like same how we are creating the multiple files in the nodes using the items and with items, the same way we are going to be doing that. 100 names we can mention the with item, the 100 times will be run and will be create the 100 users at a time in the all the users. Clear? Simple. Any questions guys still? I hope you enjoyed this class, right? Now you understand like what exactly questions they are going to be asked, kind of. Clear, guys? Any questions? Any concerns? Anything you need to be added in this? Please let me know. We'll share. No problem, guys. If it is wrong, also let me know. I will correct it. Or else, if you want to add something, you can add it. Okay. Freely you can add it. No problem, guys. No worries about this. Okay. Nothing will happen. Any concern? Any questions? Clear, guys? Okay, guys, fine. Thanks.